Yo, yo, yo. I got my eyes on you. The way you make me feel. Something emotion. What up? What's going on, beautiful people? Kasabian Lavoe here. We back. You know what it is. It's Wednesday. It's December 22nd and it's almost Christmas, but it don't even feel like Christmas. You know that song? It's beginning to feel a lot like Christmas. It don't at all. Like not even a little bit. Shout out to shit. Hold on. Yo, the damn I don't know if you hear the tower or if you hear the back fan, but if you do, either way, they're both loud as shit today. It's like when it's humid outside, we get real loud computer fans. But anyway, welcome back to the show. Thank you for watching. You know, we appreciate y'all for being here. Oh, I'm sorry. If I'm blown, if my color is too bright, I can't even tell. Fuck it. Thug life. All right, y'all. Let's get into today's show. It's Wednesday. We're recording for the pod, or for the pod. I don't even know what to call it anymore because it ain't a pod on that side either. But we are recording. Remember, if this is your first time here, like and subscribe. When you like it, other people get to come and see us. When you subscribe, you know when we're live. Facebook, Kasabian Lavoe page. Make sure y'all hit the follow button. Make sure y'all check out the reels. I mean, I'm only asking one thing. To support the show, you know, we don't even do the donations thing. We got one on there to donate to the 5 Puerto Rican kids. That'll never change. That's been going on for years. But we need y'all to go check out the reels. If y'all go to my Facebook like page, Kasabian Lavoe like page, check out all the reels, comment, like them. That's the best way to generate money for the show. And it don't cost a thing. It's actually entertaining. If you don't have time to watch the whole show, you can catch all the reels on Facebook. But Facebook is giving us monetary value for that content. So to support the show, that'd be the best way to support us. We appreciate y'all for doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like YouTube is popping and all, but it doesn't pop that way. In this show, I don't want to charge nobody for this. But anyway, let's get into it. We'll be talking about did Joe Biden scare the shit out of you yesterday? Because I know he scared the shit out of me. We'll talk about Joe Biden. We'll be talking about Jay-Z. There's a lot. You know what? Let's get into today's show, and we'll talk about what we're going to talk about. If Jay-Z thinks that can't nobody see him on stage, he's tripping. Jay-Z ain't have stage presence until he met Kanye West. But you can't hear the music. If you want to listen to the music, you got to head over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and now Facebook. On my like page, that Kasabian Lavoe page, Facebook now has a podcast tab for y'all. So you can listen to the music and check out what we're listening to and all the good stuff. Eminem is a monster. Y'all got to stop playing. I'm the devil, if ever there was such a thing. A human mudfucker bean, I'm a dog. Forensic science couldn't solve giant set of balls too big to buy a set of drawers. That's crazy. I can't believe the shit I done heard today. Talking Ouija board. I never spoke this shit before. It's Kasabian. Kasabian Lavoe 1. Y'all know what it is. Gotta say that sometimes. It's Kasabian. What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to the Kasabian Lavoe Show. My name is Kasabian Lavoe. I'll be your host with talent on loan from God. Welcome to episode 272, live from beautiful Las Vegas as usual, and we have a good show today. First off, we're going to talk about Jay-Z and that bullshit he said. I ain't playing with y'all, man. Jay-Z said Beyonce is better than Michael Jackson. I know that's his wife. I say that shit about my wife too. But shut the fuck up. It's Michael Jackson. I'm not stopping. No. Y'all not gonna let Jay-Z's just as bad as NLE Chopper. We'll get to it though. Joe Biden, excuse my asthma. Joe Biden scared everyone yesterday, and I'd like to really get into that because apparently him and Fauci think that it's the end of the world and nobody else does. So we'll definitely get on top of that. Kim Kardashian is now helping out with the Rogel case in Colorado. She has more pull than us. We started it. Let's let her do what she's got to do. Let's talk about this guy that got caught cheating on a ring cam. Let's talk about it because she's at 1 billion views. 1 billion views in like 2 days. It's insane. COVID money. Today, the Secret Service has released their report on how much money has actually come up stolen from all the PPP and everything that happened during the lockdowns. It's a lot. Let's talk about it. And I still need my PPP. We didn't get it because they ran out. It was stolen. So I'd like my PPP right back because this year it ain't like it was last year. We're going to have to recap that judge in Lafayette. It worked. It seems like somebody paid attention to what we said in the last episode, and now they're investigating all her other cases, and we'll definitely jump into that. Puff bought back Sean John. This is like my childhood come true, and the pill is finally here. We've talked about this pill, the Pfizer pill, the COVID pill. We've spoken about this 45 million times throughout the year because this is what I've been waiting for. This is the medicine for COVID. Medicine, not a booster shot, not some shit you gotta take, man. No. This is a medicine. You don't even gotta go to the hospital. You just take this, you tell your doctor, I tested positive for COVID. Boom, here's medicine. I've said this from the beginning. We do not have medicine. They're giving us a vaccine, and it's a fucking cop-out. It's not even a real vaccine. It's a booster shot. It should have been called a booster shot from the jump. They're literally watering down the booster shot to call it a booster shot. That's how they change this shit. They go, okay, we're going to give you 5 cc's of this shit, and that's called the shot. 2.5 is the booster. I'm just making shit up, but that's kind of how they're making it seem. Now we have medicine. Thank God. Let's get into it. Matter of fact, head over to klavoe.com. Check out all the videos. Check out everything we got going. And I was telling the viewing audience, head over to Facebook to our like page. I want the listening audience to know too. We have reels over there, and those reels are generating monetary value for the show. It's the best way to keep the show going and pay the bills. We'd appreciate it. All you got to do is watch. That's all you got to do. Share, watch, tell people about it. That's it. Just head over to the Facebook page, hit up Kasabian Lavoe, like the page, follow the page, check out the reels. Thank you. That was it. It's not even an ad. It's an ask. It's an ask. So yesterday, President Biden and also Anthony Fauci have been going around on a tear, scaring the shit out of everybody and anybody that they can talk to. Omicron has been, why can't every time the show starts? Omarion is out here heart dancing on everybody or ice cold box dancing on everybody, and they can't stop it. Okay, this was known. This came from South Africa, and we think that it's actually not from only South Africa. It seems that it started in Europe and then moved its way down, and that's totally fine. But in the places where this has started, Omicron, where the fuck it is? Omicron is a mild version of COVID. Yes, it's more transmittable. As a matter of fact, everybody seems to be catching it and getting it, but it's a sore throat, it's a slight fever, maybe a cough. It's not too bad. I've heard of headaches. Fatigue is like the biggest one. Nobody's dying. There's only been one death recorded. We've literally been on top of this since it started. One death. There's 8 billion people in the world. One person died. Why are they scaring us right before holidays? Anthony Fauci said, I think it'd be best if you keep your families at home. Don't come with each other. And if you're not vaccinated, not this year. No. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? If vaccinated people are getting sick, don't tell me what to do. You lost your argument at that. Okay, Omicron, what is it? Why is it such a novel version of COVID? Because it's highly transmittable. This one is, and it's getting kids sick. This is a first for COVID. Kids have not gotten sick with COVID, and if they have, they've beaten it, right? Okay, kids are getting sick. If you can hear my asthma, that's me wheezing. That's because it's fucking Omicron. I've had every version of COVID. I'm convinced at this point. But nonetheless, they want you to not go out. They want you to stay home. There's a big difference between this year and last year. There's no PPP money. There's no unemployment money. People are going broke. It's nasty out there. People are getting robbed. People are breaking into cars, houses, everything and anything you can imagine. And it's really happening. Like, it's really bad out there. The fact that we're lying to ourselves, pretending that things are good, is beyond me. And now we have a president that looks like he's going to try to shut shit down again. They're shutting schools down. On the East Coast, they're telling people to not go out. They're telling people they have to be vaccinated to even go anywhere. But what does it matter if you still get sick? Anthony Fauci is the only doctor that seems to think that Omicron is going to kill the whole world. No other doctor has said that. South Africa, which had the most cases, the one that really pumped it, the one that brought it to our attention, they haven't said anything like this. The only person in the world right now who thinks that this is going to ruin us is Fauci and our president. They're fucking losers. Kim Kardashian is now helping us with the Rogel case in Colorado. And you know what? She has power that we don't. The pool that she can bring to this case is gonna be good for him and good for anybody else that has to deal with these fucking asinine ancient laws. I mean, there's so many issues I have. Like, somebody asked me today if I would move back to New York, and I said no. I can't stand these old laws. I don't like these old ass little houses and rooms. And you can't convince me to live in a building. I don't care how much the shit costs. It doesn't make any sense. I watch these videos on TikTok with like 200 square foot apartments in the Bronx, and like, wow, look how huge it is. You don't have to live like that. Y'all know y'all could leave New York, right? Like, there's a whole country. The whole country is available for y'all to get the fuck out of New York City and live your life. You don't have to live like that. There's really not that much there for you if you live in a 200 square foot apartment for fucking $2,000. Come on, man. Cut it out. Like, that's why I think that we should press charges on the state of California for how they make people live. Because what you do is you bring down quality of life. You're charging people $1 million for a 2-bedroom, 1-bath in California. Why does that shouldn't even affect me. I don't even want to know what that's like. If I spend $1 million plus, we're going to live in something that's worth $1 million plus. You see, it's value. You have to value things. You have to stop just looking at price tags. There's no fucking house in California that I'm ever going to buy for $1 million with 1 bathroom. That should be illegal. You shouldn't even be able to charge people $1 million for a house with 1 bathroom. And I know, listen, the chat going crazy. Tell them how tight the rooms are in London. They snap the beds in half out that way. It's terrible. There's no need to live like that. Y'all can live fucking great. There's many places in the world that y'all can live. And now with this metaverse, and now that we're working from home and shit, and it looks like we're going right back to working from home, you better start finding somewhere to live. Because Vegas is about to change again. And I promise you these prices are going to spike. We are about to see a home jump again. That was my rant on old yeah, see, small. I know. My mom was like, "Oh, you should come to Italy and we can go move to Barcelona." For fucking what? No, thank you. If I'm going to Barcelona, I'm just going through. I'm good. There's nowhere in Europe. I mean, I love Amalfi. That's it. I just want to float in the water. I ain't spending $1 million on a fucking closet. Y'all, okay. I will spend $1 million on a closet, but that closet has to be 2,500 square feet, 15-foot ceilings in the closet. I have to have a shoe like wall. I want a spot for my suits. I want a dry cleaning machine in there. I need you see what I'm saying? Like, we have to keep going. I'm gonna need one of them tables so I can iron my shit. That's where $1 million comes into. The marble floors, heated marble floors. I even want like an aroma released through the whole fucking room all the time. That's where you spend $1 million. I understand now things have changed, but the standard. It's the same thing with New York, right? Like, yeah, New York, you can find a huge apartment, of course, but for example, in the Bronx right now, if you look at what I was looking at, it's terrible, and it's price, right? Like, you could live anywhere. I'm sure London got 10,000 square foot houses, but they're gonna cost, right? It's just the afford. Like I said, it's quality of life, and then, you know, what you pay for that quality of life. What else? I'm sorry, y'all, because most of these topics I was just going off top, because I didn't really want to like dig too deep into them. But I'm really happy that Kim Kardashian is going to help. This is a great idea. This is a great idea for her to jump into, especially after passing the baby bar. You know, her and her new boyfriend seem to be having a great time in Long Island or Staten Island. Good for them. Jay-Z was on Clubhouse or wherever he was, and he did whatever. I don't know. They were having a conversation with Alicia Keys, like Academics was in there. Jay got on there and said that Beyonce is bigger than Michael Jackson because of Coachella. Wrong. You're just wrong. You're wrong. I don't care. You're wrong. No disrespect. I know that's your wife. And that's as far as that goes. Everything else you said, wrong. Michael Jackson flew into a stadium with a jetpack and then stood there for 30 minutes like this. In the wind. And people cried. He didn't even say anything. He just stood there like this. And his hair was like flapping. That's all he did. That's real. Beyonce can't do that. Beyonce can't stand nowhere and make nobody cry. Shut up. Nobody can do that. I'm tired of people saying that. I'm part of the Beehive. Nobody can do what Michael Jackson did. I'm not playing by Michael. No. Michael Jackson was an alien. He just stood there, and people would lose their shit. That is amazing what that person was able to do. Pretty amazing. Beyonce can't do that. Then Jay said, can't nobody see him on the verses? No. That's another no. Jay got great songs, but verses is more than just good songs. Verses is everything. Verses has to be stage presence. your performance, the music. Does it resonate? Like, look what happened with Bone Thugs. None of that shit resonated. All the Bone Thugs songs were womp. The problem with Jay-Z is Jay-Z don't make stage songs. It's not a thing. He started making big grand music like that after Kanye. He said it himself. His stage presence was trash after watching Kanye and all them go crazy on stage, and he just came out hip hopping into "It's a Hard Knock Life." That's all he got. Just skipping on stage because he ain't got no stage presence. Big Pimpin' is his biggest song. Name one Jay-Z song that don't got a feature. That's popping. I am a part of the Hive. Don't tell me what Hive. I'm a Nicki fan. I'm a Barb, I think. I just don't care for R&B like that. I'm not disrespecting Beyonce. I just don't feel like you should ever disrespect Michael Jackson in that fashion. And that Elite Chopper is tripping too. He said that people say he sounds like Tupac and Michael Jackson. I think he sounds like Jesse Smollett. I ain't playing with that boy. I think Jay is trolling. Jay knows that there's nobody. Who's he supposed to? He got, bro, they said Eminem. Yeah, have you seen Eminem on stage? Have you seen that? Like, we have to be honest with what we're saying here. It's the whole package. And like I said before, if Eminem and Jay-Z have a versus, there's only one person that could be the winner, and that's Jadakiss. That's it. Jadakiss. Give flowers to who? Beyonce? Beyonce just learned how to play instruments at 40 years old. I cannot. Beyonce don't write music. Beyonce has a writer. Beyonce has choreographers that come and teach you how to dance. She's not, Tiana Taylor's an amazing dancer. Why can't you be? Michael Jackson seemed like he made his own shit. Mike could play instruments. Mike can sing. He could write. We all know what Mike could do. Mike was a producer. He would produce with his fucking mouth. Beyonce can't do none of that. Beyonce was something that cost a lot of money to make pop. Sorry, that's the truth. It's the truth. When you need to hire choreographers, when you got to hire producers, when you got to hire writers, when you got to hire instrumentalists and all these musicians to put together this music, it doesn't make you the greatest. Not when Michael's like, he was in the studio just beatboxing and shit, and they were like, no, I want it to sound the way my mouth sounded. I'll get you on. We gonna have the chat. I'm talking to the chat. I'm sorry, y'all. All right, let me get back into the show. So, 1 billion views for a guy that cheated on his wife while they were on vacation. He got caught on the Ring camera. I think it's fake. I'm just going to be honest. Full disclosure, I don't think it's real. Who do you think installed that Ring cam? And how dumb could he be to be standing in front of the Ring cam kissing on somebody that's not his wife? Like, you know that the phone turns on when somebody walks past the camera. It, like, alerts. I don't buy it. It seems fake. The wife had this story that, trust me, I know a lot. Look how mad they get. I don't care. That's the truth. Hey, Prince said Beyonce ain't shit. Google it. Beyonce and Lady Gaga were going at it because Lady Gaga can play mad instruments and she's an amazing writer. Beyonce's none of that. Show me what song Beyonce wrote. Show me the song Beyonce wrote. Show me the choreography she came up with, and show me what instrument she played. If you could do that, then I'll take it back. If you can't do that, don't talk to me. Prince himself said, you ain't shit. You better go learn how to play an instrument. You are not a singer. You're not an artist. She's turn and play. You can get any pretty girl, put money behind them, and you can make them a singer. I'm not taking nothing from Beyonce. I'm just telling you what it is. I'm sorry. When it comes down to it, you can have a ghostwriter. But that doesn't make you 1,000. Sorry. If you don't know how to play the instruments, you can't say you're a musician. And most R&B singers play piano, guitar. They play something so they can feel it. Okay. When we put together, I think starting next month, we'll be doing, I believe it's like a Wednesday show, maybe a Thursday show. We'll get like a panel together. No, I'm going to get you on. Sorry. See, this is me arguing with the chat. Okay. The lady with the Ring cam said that the woman that she saw on the cam with her husband was a friend of hers that was bringing over her kid for play dates, and the friend was supposedly like a godmother to their kids. And the whole time she was just having an affair with her husband. I don't know. It really just sounds like they are reaching, but it got 1 billion views. 1 billion views. Like, people love drama, especially around the holidays. Boy, I tell you, I don't think that makes any sense. Let me stop talking to the chat. Let me get to the show. Like I said, so Spotify has a feature. It's called the Green Room, and we'll be using the Green Room here so that we can have people come on stage. So we'll have interviews, and then y'all can ask the guest questions, or y'all could just talk to me and come on stage and be a co-host. That's coming for January. There you go. I had to put it out there. We were gonna surprise you. Surprise. But it'll be exclusive on Spotify. And like I said, we'll talk about that when we get there. So, how much COVID money has been stolen? Let's talk about it. The story comes from CBS News. A minimum of nearly $100 billion has been stolen from the government's. Why when we start, we do this? COVID-19 relief program set up to help businesses and people who lost their jobs due to the pandemic, according to the U.S. Secret Service. This estimate is based on the Secret Service cases and data from the... hold on. Maybe I should preference this. So the Secret Service is helping the Labor Department because the Labor Department can't keep up with the amount of fraud and everything that's happening. So, like, it's become almost like a triangle offense where they're just attacking from every angle that they can. They're using SBA, the Small Business Loan Administration, is helping out. We have the IRS is obviously looking through people's taxes. Then you have the Secret Service that's actually going around and picking people up so they can figure this out because this is ridiculous. $100 billion. The estimate is based off the Secret Service case and data from the Labor Department and Small Business Administrations, said Roy Dotson, the agent's National Pandemic Fraud Recovery Coordinator, in an interview. The Secret Service did not include COVID fraud cases projected by the Justice Department. Now, most of the figures come from the unemployment fraud. The Labor Department reported $87 billion in just unemployment benefits that could have been improperly paid, with a significant portion attributable to fraud. Here in Nevada, they caught a guy with like 86 different fake IDs and accounts and $100,000 in cash and all types of shit. So there's people out there that definitely got away with mad fraud with the COVID, with the PUA. And as time goes on, you're not safe. Why would y'all play with government money? The Special Service said it seized more than $1.2 billion while investigating unemployment insurance and loan fraud, and has returned more than $2.3 billion of fraudulently obtained funds by working with financial partners and states to reverse transactions. So this is awesome, right? They're going to go to your bank and just say, hey, this motherfucker never made this money, give it back. The Secret Service says they have more than 900 active criminal investigations in the pandemic fraud, with every case being in every state, and over 100 people have been arrested so far. That's pretty awesome. So we spoke about this attorney, the judge. The judge in Lafayette, the story's beyond me. Like I said, my issue that I had with the judge, and we'll recant it, somebody was breaking into their vehicle at home. The judge was at home. Her husband pulls up, sees a gentleman that was breaking in their car. Now, nonetheless, for breaking in the car, you're a piece of shit. But that's it. I don't give a fuck who you are. White, brown, black, or other. None of my business. But just don't rob from people. That's not cool. So they see the person breaking into one car. I guess he gets into the other one and he books it. The husband then chases him when he's pulling up because he sees him doing it. He chases him, holds him down, and waits for the police. But when he's holding him down, he's calling him all types of racist slurs. And then the judge herself watches the whole altercation on basically her screen, her playback screen from her surveillance that had audio and visual. Somebody recorded it with a phone, and as they're watching it, she's like, yeah, get that N-word, hold him down like a roach. And I was just so taken aback because I said, wow, your insult and your description wasn't like, oh, what a fucking thief. It was just skin color. That scares me. You should not be a judge if your first go-to when somebody does something wrong is just you're going to make in the heat of the moment, can you say that it was like, I don't even know what the word would be. That's not a mistake. Like, I don't even know what the fuck to call it. Like, you can't tell me, well, her reason was she was on medication and she don't even know what happened. That's fucking hard for me to believe. It's so hard for me to believe. I don't know what the word would be. Like, you got racy all of a sudden. Like, your racist came out. Like, you took your little racist pill and you're like, black guy, fucking hate him. Like, what happened? What the fuck happened? Because she was dropping M-bombs left and right. Like, it was not. I'm like, damn, lady, you're a judge. You should never speak that way. People are people. Hey, that shit could have been a crackhead white boy, too. You would have done the same thing? She's fired now. Good. But now they're going to look into all her cases. 30 years of her being a judge. Now they have to find out if she was prejudiced against people. Let's get into this story from the Daily Mail. New Orleans District Attorney Jason Williams has ordered a complete review of all cases handled by disgraced Judge Michelle Odent during her time as a prosecutor nearly 30 years ago. They should do this with Kamala Harris, too. After she was caught on video reportedly using the N-word. That's basically it. They're going to go through all her cases. They're going to have to see if there's any chance of prejudice. This has opened Pandora's box. There's a movie that something like this happened. When a judge or a prosecutor gets locked up for some, or gets fired or whatever happens where there's some type of misconduct, especially when it comes to race, do you understand what the fuck that does? You bust open every single case that you've ever done because now everybody has a real fight in court. Like, this is legitimately something you can use to get off. This judge is an idiot and she is a disgrace. There's no need for you to speak like that about nobody. You can be as mad as you want and don't come up with some pussy excuses. I was on medication. That's not a thing. That's not a thing at all. Puff Daddy, Diddy, P. Diddy, the D, the I, the D, the D, the Y, Brother Love, Puff, P. Dizzy, whatever the fuck he goes by. Y'all know who he is. Sean John Combs. If you grew up in the 90s, if you're an 80s baby that grew up in the 90s and the 2000s, Sean John wasn't to play with. If you was wearing Sean John, you had money. Sean John had some ups and downs. It was a weird time in fashion. We wore clothes that was really, really, really big. And it wasn't necessarily about quality. It was just the name. That shit said Sean John, and it had the lace on the neck. That was it, bro. You knew you was it. It's back. Puff has gone back and acquired Sean John. It was being sold for $4 million, but it ended up going to auction, and there was him and 45 other people that were trying to buy it. But, hey, luckily, he won. Sean John Combs. This comes from Vibe. I had to get the story from Vibe because it's Vibe. Like, what the fuck? This is hip-hop. This is hip-hop royalty all the way down to the, like, this. I got goosebumps. I'm so excited for Sean John because it's Sean John. Like, yo, we really grew up on Sean John. This is dope. Vibe. Sean John Combs, formerly known as, I just did that. Diddy or Brother Love is once again the proud owner of the street fashion wear brand that he launched in the 90s following a bidding war with 45 other potential buyers. Diddy walked away victorious and was able to purchase the why did this word stomp me? I was practicing this word earlier. Eponymous, which means when you name something after yourself. His eponymous brand at $7.551 million to the cost of $7.55 million on Monday. He just got it. I'm so excited because when I heard they were gonna do it, I was like, bro, no, man, like this is like if FUBU came back and FUBU did some shit like some Dior shit, but I don't want to see the Dior name. Like what they did with Supreme. Supreme was trash. Like y'all don't even know. Supreme was skater clothes. Supreme was streetwear for ghetto kids. Nobody cared about Supreme like that. Supreme was like $20 at the mall. I want Sean John classic shit, but I want to see like what they do with Balenciaga. I want to see what they do with like Louis. I want to see what all these other brands have done to steal like the Marc Echo style. You know, that's what this shit is. Like all these brands right now, you know, Virgil, he came from that life. He was just able to bring it to new people and really show streetwear in a high fashion way. I think Puff could do it too. This is going to be amazing. I would love to see. I want to see suits by Puff. Like, I want to wear a suit. I don't care if it say LV. I'd rather it say Sean John, for real. I would rather wear a suit that says my name on it, Kasabian Lavoe, my brand. I would rather have a FUBU brand on. Like, I really rock with those brands because that's where we come from. Like, I've always supported where we come from. I don't care for wearing the higher fat. Okay, look, I'm a Hermes fanatic. I love Hermes. I love Louis. I can't say I don't. I have a thing for designer fashion. Okay, I fucking love nice shit. But you might not ever see me in that. That might be for a dinner. I'd rather come outside with some Sean John. Hey, bro, I got leather Sean John jeans in my closet. I'm not playing. It's so dope to think that these are people that we grew up with, and they are our fashion icons. This isn't like Coco Chanel where you don't know who Chanel is. This is Puff Daddy, yo. We know Puff. That's Puff. I don't know. Maybe I'm a geek and I'm just in love with the idea of us supporting us. Like, bro, do the math. Somebody said that South Pole sells jeans for $20 and their profit margin is about $5 for each one. And South Pole has sold 140 million pair of jeans. South Pole's rich too, all right? I'm just saying, because someone's talking shit about South Pole. They got so much fucking bread. Anyway, this is from Puff himself. I launched Sean John in 1998 with the goal to build a premium brand that shattered traditional and introduced hip hop to high fashion on a global scale. He did. Ish. I think that we missed a couple, because you got to think, Diddy came from like Calvin Klein. Diddy came from what else? Tommy Hilfiger. Diddy came from that type, the cross colors in the 90s. He didn't really do that like with Sean John, but they should have. I don't know. We'll see what comes from Sean John next, but I'm super excited. The statement came from Combs to WWD. Well, that was random. So anyway, seeing how much streetwear has evolved to rewrite the rules of fashion and impact culture across categories, I'm ready to reclaim ownership of the brand and build a team of a variety of designers and global partners to write the next chapter in the Sean John legacy. I'm excited. I'm super excited. Congratulations to Puff. Congratulations to everybody that's on it. I can't wait. And then the legacy of Sean John, just letting you know, the legacy of Sean John is forever now. He will staple this forever. Okay. We're done for today. I got one more story. And it's the I don't even know if this is gonna be the real name, but I mean we'll get to the name of it. But this is the COVID pill. We talked about this at the beginning of the year. Beginning of the summer. Either way, we spoke on this pill, and I was super excited because my biggest issue with this entire virus that we've had and everything that's happening is there's no medicine. If you catch COVID, you go to the hospital, you just lay there, they ask you for certain things, and they're going to tell you need fucking water, some Tylenol, and figure it the fuck out. Most people with asthma have been suffering extremely from this. I've been having the worst time. I haven't been able to run in 2 weeks. I start to run. You can hear me wheezing right now. I've been dying this whole episode. Like, I've been trying to get through it, but it's really killing me. Anyway, this is the pill, and it's from the Wall Street Journal. The U.S. health regulations cleared use of the COVID-19 pill from Pfizer Inc., the first drug that newly infected patients can now take home to stay out of the hospital. The authorization by the U.S. Food and Drug Administration on Wednesday permits doctors to prescribe the medication to high-risk patients aged 12 and older in the course of the disease shortly after the developing symptoms. This is awesome. Right when you feel sick, boom, you get a medicine, knocks it out, you get better. The FDA said the drug name, so it's Paxlovid, works safely and would be an important tool to reduce hospital admissions and deaths. I agree 1,000%. And I hope this really helps. The vaccine has so much, there's just so much divide. How about we all agree to take the medicine just in case you get sick and no more preventative? Because this is the first time in the history of history where I have to wear my seatbelt for everybody else, not for me. You understand what I'm saying? And that's not American. But my name's Kasabian. Live in the moment, don't live in the past. Be safe, stay dangerous. Lavoe, love.